All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Ilan Sobel. He's the CEO of BioHarvest Sciences. And Ilan, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Steve, it's been a while. It's wonderful to see you.
Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about. You've announced that you are unveiling the full profile of Unique Cannabis Composition. Now, we'll talk about that in just a second, but maybe you could take a step back here and just remind everyone a little bit about how BioHarvest and Cannabis are working together.
Sure. So as many people understand, we are at our core, we're a biotech company. We have unique platform technology. And we've now applied our platform technology to cannabis, and we've now completed our full cannabis commercialization program, where we are today, Steve, and it is a magic beauty to the eye to see full spectrum trichomes growing in suspension in large scale industrial bioreactors, literally in perpetual flowering. And we're harvesting every single 3 weeks, a very unique composition of cannabis with unique consistency, a level of cleanliness the market has not seen before. Importantly, we'll talk about the composition a little bit later in this discussion. Very unique composition, sustainability credentials, which really matters to the generations out there that are the key consumers of cannabis. Levels of sustainability that the market has never seen before in a time where sustainability is a major headwind for cannabis producers. And then importantly, from an overall investor perspective, we will be producing cannabis at scale, at economics that the industry has not seen before, and positioning ourselves to be the lowest cost producer of indoor cannabis as we start to scale our product.
And just to confirm, so people understand, you're not touching the plant. This is not about growing a plant or anything like that, right? You're growing all of this with inside of using your technology in a bioreactor, right?
Well, initially we start with the plant. We start with a specific genetics, but we use the plant once. With the initial plant, we then develop the cells from the plant, and then we are able to get our actual cells from the plant to grow the trichomes. And as everybody knows, the trichomes are like the mini factories of the cannabis plant that sit outside the plant. And these trichomes produce the cannabinoids, the terpenes, and the flavonoids. And so that's what we're growing in our bioreactors.
Okay.
And we're doing it consistently because we don't have to go back to the plant. We just go back to our cells and we grow the cells. And This is, as I said, we're in perpetual flowering inside our bioreactors. We don't go through the traditional seedling and vegetative process, which is why traditional cannabis cultivators require anywhere from 10 to 14 weeks to go through a cycle. For us, we do a cycle every 3 weeks.
Okay. So when you say you got the full spectrum profile, what are we talking about here, Ilan?
Yeah, so we're super happy. There's been an enormous amount of work that's been done by our scientists, by some of the top biochemists, to be able to identify the unique full spectrum of cannabinoids that we have. So we have identified, and we've shared today to the marketplace, that we have key cannabinoids, traditional cannabinoids like your THC, CBD, CBG. We also have other important cannabinoids like THCV, CBDV, and CBC. And we know from a number of our testing protocols that we've done that there are a number of other additional cannabinoids that we have, and we're now working to identify. Because our trichomes are such a unique material, there's a big learning curve that we've had to go through to be able to identify all the different cannabinoids, specifically the other minor cannabinoids that we're obviously working to increase their levels through our technology. And so there's more to come. And we're going to be, obviously working up between now and the middle of September, and we will continue to unveil more to the public regarding the uniqueness, the richness, the real breakthrough power of the composition that we have in our cannabis trichomes. And in addition, one last point, Steve, it's important to say, we also have, obviously terpenes. And that's a critical component as you start to look at the full spectrum nature of the multiple cannabinoids, major cannabinoids, minor cannabinoids, and key terpenes that we also have as part of the overall composition.
So, Ilan, who benefits from this? What sort of companies are you looking for in order to partner with to when you talk about the commercialization of this?
So, from a partnership perspective, we are now working through a very diligent process with a number of key partners where we've identified specific geographical markets from a North America perspective, also within the US, specific markets that we have prioritized as key markets for our business. And we are now in the process of talking to a number of established, existing cannabis operators in those markets, single operators, all the way through to multi-state operators, all the way through to Canadian LPs, licensed producers. And we're going through a very diligent process to identify the right fit from a partnership perspective, from a product market fit perspective, in order for us to bring our technology to North America with the right partner that's going to allow us quick success, quick wins, and the ability to scale the business. And it's great. I'm meeting a number of wonderful companies. The industry is at a critical point where there's huge growth, but costs are going through the roof. There's a critical need for innovation. There's a strong headwinds from a sustainability perspective. And our technology is able to really address a number of the major challenges facing these operators. So the timing is right for us now. And we're going through this diligent process to find the right partner that's going to be the right partner for the short term and importantly for the long term as we scale our business.
All right, Ilan, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much. Congratulations on this. And I know we'll be talking soon.
Thanks a lot for the opportunity, Steve. Thank you.
All right. There's Ilan Sobel, the CEO of BioHarvest Sciences.